Okay, today we're going to do 20 minutes of foam rolling. You will need a strap because we will do one stretch that requires a towel or a yoga strap or a resistance band, a small ball, tennis ball works perfect, and your foam roller. So we'll start with warming up. And we're going to start with heels moving towards the glutes. And then moving into hip circles, take those big circles in that outward direction. And find that balance if you need it. Foam roller works good. Take it around opposite way. And let's switch. If you're using your foam roller, take it on the other side. And take it the opposite way. Good, let's set those feet about hip width and let's do some squats. Sink backwards and down with your hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down from the ceiling. Perfect. Okay, so come down to the floor and we're going to sit on top of the foam roller to start. First thing we're going to do is roll our hips. So I'm going to have you take that left ankle on top of your right knee, turn towards that left side, and rolling out through this hip. Remember that foam rolling, it doesn't have to be as painful as you might think. Even just gentle rolling can be really beneficial for your muscles. You can turn more, see if you find more tension, and remember that you can roll. So from everything that I've read, if this is post-workout, you just want to kind of imagine like washing out the muscles, sort of just gently massaging up and down. If you have tight spots and you're trying to release before your workout, or if you just have some really tight spots, find those spots and hang out there and either just gently rock in that isolated area or just let that body weight sink in. We're going to switch and bring the right foot on top of the left knee and now rolling out that opposite side. Again, same thing. Maybe you just want to take big rolling motions and smooth out that fascia. Or maybe you want to find those tension spots and hang out there and work on a more isolated area. Try to relax your neck and breathe into those muscles. Good. From here, we're going to flip it all the way over and we're going to do our quad roll. So take it back, starting close to your hips, forearms on the floor, pull that belly button in towards the spine, and roll out those quadriceps. Remember that you have 4 quadricep muscles. You may want to turn those toes in, or you may need to lean more to one side if you have more tightness in a specific area. Really trying to stay cognizant of that core. Don't let your lower back sink. Keep pushing those forearms through. And we're getting ready to switch to our inner thigh. So we're going to roll it up. You're going to take that foam roller right in between your legs, scoot it back so that you can get into that inner thigh. And take the back leg behind you, rolling from that groin area all the way down to the knee. If you feel any sharp shooting pain, please stop. See if you can adjust where your angle is, or maybe just do a different one instead. let's go ahead and roll that foam roller onto the other side. Breathing into those inner thigh muscles, noticing differences from one side to the other. From here, we're going to go into our calves. So go ahead and slide that foam roller around. And let's come up, focusing on the top half of the calves first. Remembering that the top half of your calves has 2 teardrop muscles, and you may want to start with your toes pointing in and then eventually work towards the out and even the middle. If it's not enough pressure, we can go onto one side. Maybe switching if you ended up shifting into that one side. Make sure you're staying even. And moving on to that soleus, the lower half of your calf. You can always go onto your knuckles if your wrists are getting sore, or another thing that you can do is try rolling just with leaning your body weight into it. Sometimes you don't necessarily have to lift your body off. But if it feels okay, that's how you'll probably get your most pressure. Let's go ahead and switch. Let's do the opposite side, or just staying with both legs on if that feels better. And from here, let's get off those wrists and let's transition into our hamstring stretch. So this is where you'll need your towel or yoga strap, whatever you have that you can wrap around your leg. Take it around that right leg. Keep that left leg straight. And pull everything up. Allow your neck muscles to relax. Really focus on not letting this top leg have a bend in the knee. Straighten that leg, pull it in. Every exhale, see if you can get a little deeper into that stretch. Adjust that band around the calf muscle, and you might feel more stretch through that hamstring. If that feels better, stick with that. Let's take that around the opposite leg and start to work on that other side. Nice deep inhale and exhales. Remember to be gentle with the way you talk to yourself. I know a lot of us have tight hamstrings. If your leg's not going to where you want it to, just focus on feeling that nice stretch. Congratulate yourself for taking the time to do this. Again, you can always move it to the calf muscle instead of around your foot if that feels better. Okay, from here, we're going to flip it all the way over and set our foam roller under our forearms. I want you to roll it out and sink your chest into the floor. So basically, child's pose with a little deeper stretch under our arms, wrapping down the sides of our body. Taking those nice big deep breaths. You should feel your belly press against your thighs. And you should feel that air expand into your back. If it feels comfortable, you can let your head rest on the floor. And we're going to practice those nice diaphragmatic breaths here for another 40 seconds or so. So just get comfortable. Maybe reaching those fingertips, letting that foam roller roll just slightly out away from you. Getting ready to roll it up, and we're going to move into cat-cow. On your next inhale, roll your body all the way up. Set those hands under your shoulders. Inhale to look up. Exhale to round. Remember to be gentle with your movements in your spine. Just find something that feels comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be the biggest range of motion possible. Good. From here, we're going to roll our upper back. So roll it around so that that foam roller starts mid-back. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Lift and start with just rolling that foam roller back and forth to the base of your neck, all the way back down to mid-back. Keep those elbows pulled in a little bit. We just don't want to be totally flared out. You can actually expose a bit more back muscles if we pull those elbows in. Really making sure that your neck's not straining, so keeping your chin tucked. From here, we're going to set our hips down. If you need to, mine has rolled a little bit away. You may need to adjust that foam roller to bring it back to your mid-back. We're going to keep our pelvis tilted to keep our core engaged, and we're going to basically do a sort of reverse crunch. So when you crunch, I want you to have that bend happen through your upper back, not through your lower back. And I want you to do 3 where you inhale to take it back, exhale to take it forward. One last one. Now let's adjust and let's move that foam roller a little closer to our shoulder blades and do that same thing. So make sure you have that pelvis tilted, core engaged, supporting your neck with your hands. Inhale to bring that upper back around your foam roller. Exhale to bring it up. Perfect. All right, roll all the way up and readjust your foam roller so that we can do the final stretch, which will be our chest stretch. So you want to sit on the very end of it, roll it all the way back till your head is resting on that foam roller. And we're going to start with our arms out, straight out from the shoulders, palms facing up. Let those shoulder blades wrap around your foam roller. Take nice deep breaths. Adjust your body if it doesn't feel quite right. From here, let's try adjusting our arms, bringing your hands up a little higher, maybe not allowing those fingertips to touch the floor so that gravity can help a little bit more with that stretch. Gently roll your body off that foam roller, and we'll come to standing for the last two. For the final two, we're going to roll our feet, and you can do this sitting down if you prefer to be in a chair. We're going to start with just washing out that first foot. That means that ball is just rolling back and forth under your foot, making sure you hit the sides. I'm sinking into it a little bit with my body weight, but not so much that it feels painful. Relaxing my shoulders. From here, let's take it to the underside of your heel and just apply that pressure in that area. Take some nice deep breaths. Then take the kind of like you're putting out a cigarette, take your foot and twist side to side to roll that area. Perfect. Now let's move it up under the pad of the foot, and same thing, hold that pressure. And then take it side to side. And let's switch. Let's take it under that other foot. Same thing. Wash it out. And pausing here, take it underneath that heel, apply that pressure. And turn that foot side to side. And traveling up underneath that pad of the foot, applying that pressure. Make sure you're still balanced, and then roll it side to side under that pad. Just kind of internally and externally rotating that leg. If you lose the ball, just grab it, come back to it. And we should be good here. All right, our last couple, we're gonna do some neck rolls. So just bringing that ear towards the shoulder, chin to the chest, and around that opposite ear to the other shoulder. Gently, slowly traveling back and forth with those neck rolls. Pausing on the one side. Take your left hand and pull, not pull, rest your hand on your head and just let that weight of your arm and your hand stretch to the side of the neck. Releasing here and switch. One more time, doing that roll side to side. And then meet me back at the center with your chin, roll your head up and roll those shoulders back. Perfect. We are good. Thank you for taking the time to give your muscles some much needed release.